I have been having a week. As you guys can maybe tell, I have been moving. That's why I've been somewhat absent from YouTube and stuff like that. I'm serving major forehead realness today because my bangs were cut a little too short. So I'm gonna wait for them to grow out before I let them hang loose. You know what I mean? But I thought I would take a little bit of a break from moving and decorate a portion of my Animal Crossing island. I'm super excited to show you. Yes, it's another neighborhood. It's all I know how to freaking do is neighborhoods. But before we jump into our video, I do want to tell you all about our sponsor today, Boxu. Today's video is sponsored by Boxu. Boxu is a monthly subscription service for authentic Japanese snacks, candies, and teas. I've always been super interested in these subscription box services, like these monthly boxes. So I am freaking thrilled to try this one out. Thank you, Boxu. Each month's box has a new theme with over 20 fun new snacks to try out. Since this is my first time trying Boxu, they sent me the Seasons of Japan box with like a little bit of everything. We've got sweet snacks, savory snacks, candies, teas here that I'm super excited to try out. Boxu also sends a little culture booklet with information on where the snacks are made and interesting facts about the makers and snacks. They curate some like really high quality stuff in here, and you can really tell like how much thought and care goes into each box, especially with the booklet and everything. It's so awesome to be able to see the dedication, really. Boxu features items from authentic Japanese snack makers, some being in business for over 100 years. They feature items from local and well-known makers in each box and aim to give you a taste of Japanese culture. Everything is hand-picked and shipped from Japan right to your doorstep. And using my code LISSTHELAST10 at checkout, you can save 10% on your Boxu subscription. I'll throw a link in the description, but make sure LISSTHELAST10, remember it so you can save a little bit of money. I'm also really excited to receive my next month's box and see what theme it's gonna be. That's kind of like the fun of it, right? The little surprise. Special thank you to Boxu for sponsoring this video, but let's go ahead and get back into it. All right, besties, I got my Red Bull. I feel like it's just ritual at this point just because I love to have a fun drink when I'm recording. So whatever that is, it happens to be Red Bull today. It just makes me happier, brings me a lot of joy. So hopping into our builds. I have 3 villager yards here that I would like to kind of build in a different sort of way from my normcore island. At my normcore island, if you can recall, I basically had my yards to the side and they were each personalized for each villager. This one, I'm not gonna really like stick super hardcore to that. I definitely wanna do like a little bit of like a naturey fall cottagecore aesthetic. And I thought that it would be really fun to do like a really long front yard that kind of leads you up into the villager house. I swear I have seen somebody do this before. I, for the life of me, don't remember who they are or what island it was or like where I saw it. So if that's you or somebody you know, let me know, because like I have no idea. I basically feel like I just pulled this out of my butt because like I know that I've seen somebody do this and I'm going off vague memory. We have 3 yards that we're gonna do today. We have Pecan, we have Punchy, and we have Merengue. So Pecan and Merengue were from my previous island, and spoiler alert for their yards, they're pretty much the same vibe. I ended up saving their furniture to use in their new yards on this island just because like I'm lazy. I don't really want to plan a whole yard again, and I really liked how theirs turned out anyways, so I was like, why would I do more work? Don't want to do that. But Punchy is brand new to my island. He's my all-time most favorite #1 villager. I adore him to death. And he's a lazy villager, so I kind of thought like, let's just keep the yard pretty low-key. I'm not gonna do it super themed. What I did decide to do was make him like a little bit of like a naturey corner because he did happen to have the biggest yard. I didn't plan for that to happen, I promise. So I didn't really think, oh, I need to go and collect like a bunch of items for Punchy's yard that like scream Punchy. We just kind of kept it nice and chill. You know, he lives by the river. Very nice, very quaint. I thought I would just include like some cutesy fun little decor. I love a good cardboard box, so you know me. I'm gonna be throwing cardboard box everywhere I can. I am slanging them. Another huge goal I had for these yards was to have them be sort of like overgrown, so I planted lots of weeds, and I just really wanted them to be like super big, overgrown, look sort of like unkempt, you know? I would, however, like to save like the super overgrown yards for 2 villagers I have in mind, which are Lucky and Muffy. They are gonna be like my little haunted house section of the island, and and I'd love to give them like a graveyard and do a really big, long sort of front yard build for them where you kind of have to like walk through like the spooky haunted house area. I also wanted to add like some Halloween decor. I don't think I hammed it up enough, to be totally honest. I'm gonna have to add more Halloween decor, especially when we get closer to Halloween, just because like I want this to feel like a little trick-or-treat neighborhood. I don't know how necessarily to do that. It's like the nice neighborhood with all like the really cool decorated houses. That's what this one is. And they have the good candy. Moving on to my girl, Merengue. Again, I just saved all of the previous furniture that I used for her yard just because I didn't really feel like doing a whole brand new thing and I was feeling a little bit lazy. Her previous theme was like a little cottagecore tea party, so obviously that's the goal here. That's what we want it to look like. And I think I did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself. So one thing I want to talk about is moving. That's what I've been doing like the last couple days. It has been so exhausting, but also like I am so freaking excited to be like in our own place again, me and my boyfriend. I have been thinking, however, how am I gonna decorate the place? Before we moved out of our last apartment, I ended up getting rid of a lot of things just because we knew we were gonna move in with family and we didn't want to take every little thing to a storage unit or like to store here in the room. And we were like, yeah, like let's just get rid of some stuff. So that's what we did. So I kind of have an opportunity now to sort of like decide what aesthetic we're gonna do in our lives. I love all sorts of things. Like I love cottagecore, but I also like this, I don't know if this is like a new aesthetic and maybe I'm just now catching on. This last year, I feel like I've seen a lot of like really vibrant pastel. It's not really, it's like kind of like kitschy and it has sort of like a groovy vibe to it. I'll throw up pictures. I don't know what it's called. And then I also sort of just like a good like pastel minimalist type of thing, but I also love like this maximalist sort of style with lots of like patterns and like big pieces. But like, how am I supposed to do all this with a boyfriend? Love him to death. Oh my God, he's so great. And he has his own kind of like aesthetic. We don't really know what we're doing. And we kind of clash a lot. Like I know for a fact he doesn't like that bright colored one that I was showing. So we're gonna have to figure something out. If you have any ideas, let me know. It kind of all depends on what couch we're gonna get. So like I have been scouring OfferUp, trying to find a couch that I like. It's gonna decide what our apartment's gonna be like, what our lives are gonna be like for the next couple of years. It's always so hard like living with a partner that either has a different aesthetic from you or isn't like necessarily the most, how do I say, in tune with their style, if you get what I mean. But like in our last couple places, we haven't really necessarily been like focused on that or anything. However, now I am deciding that I really would like to have a super cutesy and fun decorated place. This is my time. This is my moment. I'm taking it. I'm gonna decorate until the cows come home. I'm so excited. It'll be like Animal Crossing in real life. Okay, the reveal. So we're starting here in my canal build that's unfinished because I don't know what I'm doing with it. I also time traveled to fall so that we would be in the season that I want my dream address to be at, and for some of the weeds to grow. Didn't really work out. Pecan, I just kind of gave her like a little flower garden, you know, sort of the aesthetic she had before. And then Punchy, we have a bike and some Halloween decor and a pie. Does that not scream Punchy? I don't know about that, but we also have Merengue's yard, and of course she's got her little cottagecore tea party. She's my favorite. I'm so happy to have Merengue on my island. I am so excited to finally embrace that she is one of my favorite villagers. She's so freaking cute, and I really love how like this whole build turned out. I think it looks super cute. I'm so happy I finally finished a build on this island. It's been a struggle. Thank you guys so much for watching. In my last video, I kind of did a little bit of like a Stardew Valley Let's Play. I just showed you guys a little bit of my farm and some of the save that I've been working on for a while. So feel free to check that out, as well as my other social medias. So we have Twitch, twitch.tv/finessecrossgirl. I'd love to see you over there in live streams. Come check it out, as well as Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all of that fun stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a great day, having a not so stressful week. And if you are having a stressful week, I am so sorry. I feel you. We're gonna get through it together. But I will see you guys in the next one.